on the streets since I was 14 and shit. Since I was 14, like, I ain't never been free a whole year.
All right, welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. If you've never been here before, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up on Hot Topics TV. We had to take a couple of days of break, just to soak in the ending of 2021 and the beginning of 2022. And here we are. This is our first video for 2022. You already know if the topic is hot, we're on it. Kodak Black is back in police custody. Well, he is back in and then out of police custody, but we'll talk about that. So, the rapper Kodak Black was arrested on trespassing charges on Saturday in South Florida, authorities said. Kodak is like a god in South Florida. I must tell you, okay? This is his turf, his territory. So, he was arrested at home then on trespassing charges. Now, trespassing charges aren't normal, it's not a felony, so more than likely it won't be anything sticking to his record, and he'll be able to probably walk away from this one. Let's not forget, Donald Trump pardoned Kodak Black. Kodak would still be in prison today if it was not for Donald Trump. And the two worlds colliding likely are like, Trump, Kodak. But Kodak Black has maintained and keeps on saying if Donald Trump runs for president again, he is definitely going to be on the campaign trail with him, and he's going to be voting for him. So, with that said, here he is back in trouble again. The Broward Sheriff's Office said that Kodak Black was taken into custody in his hometown of Pompano Beach early Saturday morning, according to the South Florida Sun-Centennial. Investigators did not release details immediately about what prompted the arrest. You know, we want to know, did somebody call the police? Was he on somebody's property that did not like him? Was he going to somebody's house that he had a protection order, should not be there? What was the case? They never released any information at that point. Now, Kodak Black, whose real name is Bill Capri, he later posted bond and he was released on his own reconnaissance, and the newspaper reported that part. Neither his publicist nor his attorney immediately returned any email requests by news media houses trying to figure out what it is that's going on with Kodak. Kodak had a 3-year federal prison sentence for falsifying documents that were used to buy guns at a Miami gun store. That sentence was commuted by Donald Trump on his last day of office in 2020. He had served about half of his sentence at that time, and he would be serving the other half right now had Donald Trump not pardoned him. He was later sentenced to probation last April for assaulting a teenage girl in a South Carolina hotel room. Now, I don't know if y'all remember that case on Kodak, but that actually was a rape case when it first started. So I guess with good lawyers and everything else, it turned out to him getting probation for assault. It didn't say sexual assault, it just said assault.
Yeah,
Kodak Black was originally charged with rape, but he accepted a plea deal and he pled guilty to first-degree assault, which is a much lesser charge. Anybody who's seen Kodak Black go live, and then when he dropped the phone and his Peter showed up, people would say, Kodak can't rape nobody. He ain't working with nothing to rape nobody. But I'm not making fun or light of a rape situation. He was found in a court of law guilty for assault, not for rape, and he was placed on probation. Okay? In his defense and the defense of other young, wild, and rich young men, everybody wants a piece of him. Whether it's some other guy meeting him out in the street and just talking shit so he can get Kodak to punch him in the jaw so he can sue and get some money, or it's a girl who will go almost all the way or go all the way, meaning just met this guy, drives in his Phantom or his Bentley or whatever, goes back to some secluded, exclusive location, and then comes out the next morning crying rape. So people like Kodak, they have to be very, very careful, right? And Kodak's kind of wild. Everybody knows this. So I hope 2022 opens his eyes, because he can very much end up right back in prison. And guess what? Trump won't be there to pardon you again, my friend. Now, Kodak Black has sold over 30 million singles, and he has had several multi-platinum and platinum certified singles, including one that's called ZZ, No Flocking, Roll in Peace, among many others. So yes, he is a star in all rights of being a star, right? The younger generation gravitates towards him. They vibe with his vibe. They understand what he's saying. The thing about Kodak is he can't seem to keep himself out of the system. Now I want you to remember something. Kodak Black actually, Project Baby, he actually grew up in the system, in the penal system. We're talking about from juvenile facility days all the way into adult prison. And it's a gradual thing that happened. Kodak didn't grow up normal. Kodak was out here committing crimes since he was a child, selling dope, jacking cars, getting it out the mud, as he calls it. You know, he's a stepper. And if you would listen and believe what he says, he's probably killed before, has a body or two laying out there somewhere, or ordered, sanctioned the killing of somebody before. So his whole persona of who he is not made up from overnight. You can see the track record from he was very young. There are pictures out there of Kodak Black from he was like 14 years old, 13, 14 years old, right? And he was already toting guns and holding big, large sums of cash. And he's maintained that and that image throughout the years. So going from juvenile facility to right into the penal system as an adult, it was something that many say, yeah, that was forthcoming. We saw that coming. However, in Kodak's particular case, when he was railroaded to prison, there were some technicalities. And I remember an attorney explaining, and the attorney said, Kodak should not be in there where he's at. He has been to court before. He has been charged before, but he was never convicted before. So the fact that he put his signature on those papers that bought the guns, and then they charged him for purchasing the firearms as a felon, that was wrong, because he was not a felon. He had been charged before. He had open cases, but he was not a felon. You're not a convicted felon until you are convicted in a court of law. So based on that right there, for those of y'all who don't know, is the reason why a lot of people were saying free Kodak Black, because he was railroaded. They couldn't wait to send him to prison, right? And when they hit him with them 3 years, we remember his mom crying to the media. We remember Kodak talking about how they keep moving him from facility to facility, and he got in a fight in there, and it's bad in there, and he's losing his mind in there, and all that other stuff. So we were hoping that he would get out and he would never go back. It's 2022. Let's hope Kodak gets his head screwed on straight for 2022. Make great music. It's time for our brothers to elevate. Right? Make great music, get your money, and use your money to do great things. Even greater things than the things you've done with it before. That's what we're looking forward to seeing. So as far as the record stands, Kodak is no longer in police custody. It was a trespassing charge, and he has bonded out. All right, we'll catch you on the next video. Hit that subscribe button, and welcome back to Hot Topics TV. I'm out. Peace.
And that shit like that. I accomplished so much, homie. I accomplished so much, bro. You know what I'm saying? And through little shit here and there. But I know God, he gonna forever reign and shit. He the most greatest, you heard me? And shit, my higher power that I serve. And, got a great calling on my life. What he seeing me, I don't know. But anyway, shit, like I said, I ain't never been free a whole year since I was 14, and it ain't all that over with. That's over with, nigga breaking that. And if y'all don't care, y'all ain't gotta listen to this shit. This for my people who probably wondering like, damn, what the fuck happened? I ain't gotta explain shit because I usually don't care. But right now, like I say, I'm more on evolving as a man, as an artist, and all that. And to the people who probably think a nigga tripping. Anyway, so I guess that was to show me like, it's a blessing and a lesson. Like, that was to show me, like, man, see, sat me down right quick, because that wasn't nothing, like, nigga whoop, took a picture, and that shit was over with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing, like, fuck, all that's over with, like, that ain't my destiny, I know that, like, all that's over with, homie. Anyway, like I was saying, like, that was a show, nigga, like, that's why I still could have been. Like, I could have still been in the jail cell.